This is an official announcement from the Podcast Tonight Awards. Your favourite show that you're listening to right now has been officially nominated for a Podcast Tonight Award. But the power is in your hands. Amongst other categories, this show is in the running for the prestigious Listener's Choice Award, and they need your vote to win. You can show your support and help them get the recognition they deserve. The link to vote is in their show notes and bio. Go now and make your voice heard. This has been a message from Podcast Tonight, celebrating the best in audio.
Coming to you from the Freedom Federal Credit Union Studios, Harford County Living presents Conversations with Rich Bennett.
Slow pitch affairs today.
It's probably the least sexy part of the work. No. The truth is,
this young lady had put a post on Harford County Living, the Facebook group, about a book, The Heartbreak The Heartbreak Chronicles. And then when I did some research, it's like, okay, this book looks like it's good. And I reached out to her, asked her about coming on the podcast, and she thought I was a nut or something. No. And then I told Wendy about it. And so I bought 2 copies of it, one for Wendy, one for me. Wendy read it. I don't read. I don't read. No, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. I read.
It's an easy read.
I don't read the books before an author comes on the show.
Oh, gotcha.
I do what is called the Larry King method. Larry King never read a book before the author came on.
Yeah. I don't know hey, like we do a lot of podcasts and I wing it. Like honestly, like I walk in that door and I don't even know sometimes who's coming because I'll be like,
well, that's why you're good at what you're doing.
Well, no, but when you had this with this book, I was really excited about it and I actually read it, so I am prepared today.
Oh, well, in that case,
it's a fun read, I think.
It is, and I'll tell you a little bit about how that went for me. But yeah.
Well, we have Laura.
So maybe we should introduce her.
Yes, we have Laura Dilworth on. Dilworth.
Dilworth, yeah.
And, well, Wendy's going to take it over because she's giving me the evil eye.
No, I'm not. That's not true. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. Like I said, Rich gave me your book, and I was intrigued because it's a book of poems, basically, and it was. I had a hard time putting it down, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. It's the Heartbreak Chronicles, and reading through it, I had some questions for you, like almost immediately. But I first want to hear, like, your version of how this book came to life.
So I started writing this book. I was going through like one of the worst heartbreaks I'd ever been through in my life. And I didn't see how I was going to get through it. I didn't think that I was ever going to be happy without that person in my life. So I just started writing as an outlet. And then as I'm writing, it sort of brings me back into my past, things that I never really had sat down and really worked through, like this boy I dated when I was 16, and I dated him throughout high school, and then I never really worked through my emotions with that, worked through some feelings I had postpartum, and then worked through some feelings I had just within myself, like with my self-image. And so I just started writing until
that's one of the questions.
Book.
Yeah, and that was one of the questions that I had as I was reading through it. Was it in real time? Were you writing that as it was happening, or did you go back and write it after?
Some things I wrote in real time, and then some things I went back. Like obviously I'm not 16 anymore.
Yeah.
This first.
You just look it.
Yeah.
The Botox. She's funny.
This first poem in this book was something that I wrote when I first had started dating this guy that eventually just tore my world apart. And in the first poem, I'm kind of not really sure about it. And then so I decided to make that the first one in the book, and that was actually the first one that I wrote about him. And then I ended.
Is that the girl with the knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I ended it with once I wrote this last poem that's in the book, I was like, all right, this book is done. Like I don't this is me sort of like finding myself and being okay with just being a poet, like, you know, in this last book, and sort of like honing my power with my pen and my paper and being okay with it.
I love it. I love it.
So when you said, when you were going through all this and you said you were writing, obviously you weren't writing the book yet. I guess you were more or less journaling?
Well, I just would go in like my notes and I would just like write down my feelings, and I would be like, I think I could make this into something. You know?
So that's when you decided to make them into poems.
I've always been interested in poetry. So when I was in middle school, I had a poem that was published that I wrote in middle school, and my teacher sent it in and it got published.
Oh, in a magazine?
In some kind of anthology. I can't remember the name of it. I should have brought it with me. Yeah, my mom has the book.
That's awesome.
And then when I went to Towson University, I studied creative writing. So I wrote a lot then too. I've always liked writing. I've always liked reading. And so that just became my outlet for how to get these emotions out. And
I notice it is a journey.
Yeah.
It really is. And I have some things marked as like my favorites, and I might even, would you be okay with like maybe reading one?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, when we get there. But yeah, because I noticed the progression.
Yeah.
So, and I thought that was kind of neat. Were you the artist on the cover?
No. So this is actually a great friend of mine. Her name is Hope White. She is an author herself. She wrote a children's book, and she is just so creative. All of my crazy ideas she can put into a vision, and it's always beautiful. She's made multiple shirts for me where I'm like, I really want a shirt that, like, you know, I'm going to a concert and I want a shirt that looks like this. She's like, okay, done. Like,
wow.
She's so creative. She's so brilliant. Her name is Hope White. She lives in Kingsville, so she's not far.
This is good artwork.
I like that.
She's amazing. I think her and her husband both do art. So, you can look her up on Facebook too.
Those of you listening, so the cover, it's when you think heartbreak, you see the regular, what the heart that everybody draws with the crack. No, this is like somebody standing there basically ripping their chest open where the heart would be.
Yep.
That is.
And there's no heart. There's no heart.
Yeah.
The heart's gone.
It's empty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm sorry, Wendy.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
I mean, she's amazing. Her name is Hope White. She's brilliant. So I think
So she needs to come on too. Is she still
need to
writing?
get her on. She writes. I do think she writes. She actually wrote. Her father passed away, and she wrote a journal. The Dead Dads Society. I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really. My dad hasn't passed away, but I did look at it just to see, and it's pretty
intense.
It's pretty helps people work through those emotions when their father passes away. That's pretty
wow.
Mm-hmm. I think I put in here that she is the illustrator somewhere in here. Maybe not.
Well, you just gave her credit on this.
I just gave her credit on
that. So you have these, this healing journey that you're on, and you wrote some, and then you also decided at some point to put them all together.
Yeah.
And then when you did that, you self-published?
Yes. So I self-published using Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually a pretty easy process. I was surprised. But you go on and you put your cover design in, and then you can write a little thing on the back. And then you can get your own ISBN number or use one that Amazon gives you. So I just used the one Amazon got me. But I have learned that if I want it to be in like Barnes & Noble and stuff, I need to register it through there. So
register it through Kindle or through Barnes & Noble?
Through, it's called Ingram Spark.
Yeah,
okay.
Ingram Spark.
Yeah.
Which is another one that self-publishers use.
Yeah,
okay.
Because
but that's where Barnes & Noble
in
gets
all
their
honesty,
books
if
from.
you would have tried to find a publisher, you probably would still be searching because unfortunately, poetry's not published a lot anymore, which
it's not.
To me is a shame. I'm big into poetry. I love poetry.
I like it too. And, I have a few books that have, been favorites, and they're in this format where you can just kind of pick it up and, open it and anywhere, any place and read it. But then the book of poetry, I'm more apt to reread than another book.
Yeah.
Because I can just pick it up and I'm like, I know how this book made me feel. I knew when I was feeling that, what it did for me. And I feel like this is one of those for sure.
And not all of these I took from experience. Some of these are fictional for me, but in a way that someone going through similar heartbreak would be able to understand it. Like, I think Good Brother is one where I think her husband was like cheating on her and he ended up dying.
Oh, ooh.
And yeah. So obviously that didn't happen to me, but I'm sure someone out there can relate to that kind of heartbreak.
Well, and that's just the thing. These are people that, and everybody, let's face it, everybody's been through heartbreak.
Right.
So they're relatable to basically everybody. And what gets me is not just about if it's a relationship that's gone wrong. Even if, with death, if somebody's lost a loved one. I don't know about losing a job or whatever, but I mean, could be, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think sometimes, when someone else's dark moments, we can relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and the other thing, too, with poems, they're just like songs. It has a different meaning for who's ever reading it. Like if I read it, it may mean something completely different to me than
that's true.
What Laura wrote.
Right.
And even over time, the meaning may change for Laura as well. That's the one great thing about it's an art. It's a true art.
And art is subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like this one. And I don't know if you'll read this one or not, but
I think it's the one about postpartum depression.
Her and Me.
Yeah.
And I freaking love this because would you mind reading this one?
No, you could. I can read it.
Yeah, I'd rather you read it.
Okay.
I think, yeah. And I loved this.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. She's awake, a hope, beautiful and innocent, reaching for me from the depths of her crib. Newborn smiles and the smell of baby powder, a joy. Baby pink curtains hang in the room. Congratulations echo in my mind. Cherish this moment. Cherished. You must be overwhelmed. I am. She's beautiful, and yes, she is indeed. Look at her. Look at her. Look at me. Empty, lost, loose skin and messy hair. I'm awake always. Piles of laundry and dishes stacked. Crying, but whose tears? Take this pill. They shove a little blue pill at me. Screeching at night. I'm empty. I'm awake. I'm no longer me. I was only a vessel. How can you be happy when you're so sad? Sad, sad.
And I feel like you could see that in your mind and it could relate to anyone because, motherhood is very, euphoric in some ways, but it is also very sad in other ways because you're losing a sense of yourself. This is something that you've never experienced before. And then everyone has all of these different emotions attached to it. And I just thought that this was beautiful.
Yeah, that was about like my struggles with postpartum depression. And I felt like I didn't want to say nobody cared about me, but it was all about the baby.
The baby, yeah.
And she was great. She still is great. But like, what about me? And then you try to talk to the doctor about it and they're like, well, take this pill. You'll be fine. Like,
right.
And it's like, but I'm not.
How long did that, if you don't mind, go on for you?
Probably a couple months. And then ironically, when I decided I was going to leave that relationship I was in, I got a little bit better, but then I ended up getting pregnant with Briar when she was like 6 months old.
Oh, wow.
So then I was pregnant again.
Two little ones. Yeah. Like almost like twins.
Yeah. But I was living with my mom then, and my mom was an angel throughout all of that. So yeah, she really helped me through it.
Aww.
Yeah, that's got to be hard. I think we've talked about postpartum depression before on here, and it's a lot of people don't get it, and especially men. I hate to say it, but men don't understand what the woman's going through. Mm-hmm. Some may not.
Some may try, but they don't really have any perspective.
No.
They can't do that.
It's just, and then especially after you've like carried a child for so long, and then you're not. It's like you feel sort of empty inside. Like, I don't know how really to explain it other than that.
What was the hardest poem for you to write?
The hardest poem for me to write in this book was, I'll tell you. It's called A Really, Really Fast Car.
Why was that so hard to write?
This particular poem was hard for me to write because it was about this particular relationship that I felt just just tore me apart. And I was comparing the relationship to a car being totaled on the side of the road.
Oh, wow.
And I think I can't remember it right this second, but I'm trying to find it. Chapter 16.
And there was a lot of emotions that went through with that. It was just a lot.
Well, I think that, a lot of...
I think it's like 2 pages long. It's one of the longer ones.
Okay.
How long did it take you, not that poem, but how long did it actually... Because I'm sure there's probably a lot of poems that you wrote that aren't in the book. So, no?
I don't know.
Oh.
Might be another book.
Well, my question is, how long was the process for you to, once you decided you wanted to write a book and then figuring out which poems you were going to put in there that you wrote until the end, until you finally hit that publish button? How long was that process?
That was about 1.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I really, because I didn't want to just throw together some poems and then, call it a day. I wanted to really lay it out in a way that sort of made the most sense. And I wanted it to sort of be like I wanted it to be like a journey, like you said before.
Almost like a
chronological order.
Yeah.
And that's what I noticed about it. And that's what I liked, because I felt like I was going through this with you.
Yeah, that's
I really
how I wanted it to be. And I wanted someone who was maybe going through the same thing. Because like you said, we've all been through heartbreak. We've all been through so many different things in our lives. I wanted them to be able to read it and say, okay, I'm not alone. This girl can get through this. I can get through this.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted it to be
Oh,
like that.
wow.
Can we read another one? Would you read another?
Yeah.
I have
Why
one.
are you
You want me
asking
to
me?
read?
It's up to
Well,
her.
I'll
I'm
read whatever
asking
you
her.
want.
Hayes,
Yeah.
17.
Do you have it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I felt like it'll give like the audience a little bit of a, perspective.
Yeah.
So this one, I got the name from it because, well, I'll read it and then I'll tell you why I named it this. I hope that when the dark creeps in and it's cold and it's nighttime and you're all alone, that you think of me, and I hope it hurts. And I hope you cry, the kind of cry that feels like you just got punched in your gut, hit by a truck, the kind that sets the core of your soul on fire. And then I hope you stay up and look around at all the pieces of me that you scattered everywhere. I hope they are sharp like glass, and I hope they go for blood, pierce your heart. I hope you find solace in the smoke, in the dark, in the cold, when the night creeps in and you're all alone.
I like
Damn, that gave me flashbacks to some people I used to date. Holy cow.
I named it Haze because when someone is smoking and it just has that like hazy. That's why I named it that.
Wow.
But you can hear your anger in some of these. Like it's like, you know what I mean?
I was feeling it.
You were, yeah. And it's funny, and I have to tell you this because when I was reading I took it with me when I went to my boyfriend's house, and I was like, you need to let me read this to you. And I was
No, you read that one to him?
I read a lot of them. I thought they were really good, and he was like, wow, these are really good. They're really deep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
Very.
I was getting scared.
No. And it's funny because he was like, some of these could be like a song. And so he was reading them as though he was like Slayer, and it was so freaking cool. It was.
I've had a couple people say to me,
I hope that when it's dark, and it was just awesome.
The Heartbreak Chronicles turned into death metal.
A couple people say to me, like, have you ever thought about making these into songs? And I'm like,
yeah.
And
it has
sing.
that.
Well, and the other thing is too, when it comes to that, because I used to write songs. Let me rephrase that. I used to write lyrics all the time.
Yeah.
Poems, and the music part was in my head, but I didn't know how to write the music down.
I could.
That's the hardest part.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I could put you in contact with somebody.
Well, go for it.
talking about
I got some
father.
ideas in my little notes app here, but
songs
I just
are
don't know how to do
poetry.
it.
You know,
They are, yeah.
with a chorus and whatever.
I mean, look at Taylor Swift, her Tortured Poets Department album. Those are all poems.
That was her album before the album that just released.
It was up. It's a couple years ago, but it's all the. If you really like take the music away and read those,
yes,
it's pretty impressive.
And that's kind of the feel that I got here. And I would encourage anybody who is curious to definitely go in on Amazon and purchase it, and I think that you'll get a lot out of it. There's a lot of short poetry books. I can't think of anything right now that I have read over and over again, and for some reason I just can't think of any of the names right now that I have them at home, but this reminds me of one of those.
It's funny because my daughter knows I love poetry, so she got me a book for my birthday and Father's Day. It's like a history book, so it's each day is like a day in history, and the author explains what happened that day, and then he'll put a poem after it. Not one that he's written, but like one a famous poem that
just one believes, from the time.
Not necessarily from the times, but a poem that he believes reflects what happened in that time.
Wow, I love that.
And then he's got like almost at the afterwards, it's almost like he'll write something that he's grateful for. Mm-hmm. And each day, I'll read them and
little history lesson.
Yeah, so I'm getting the history lesson. I'm hearing reading the poems, and then something that you're grateful for. It's like, this is brilliant.
Well, I think, love it. Well, poetry is creative. I mean, writing is creative. You can write something very clinical, or you can write something from the heart. But I feel like poetry just really takes you into the mind of the person.
Mm-hmm.
So when you took creative writing, is that what you were taking it for?
I took poetry.
For poetry.
Yeah. So actually, when I was in that class, I had sent one of my poems in for a contest, and I won that one. And that one's called The Pen, and that is in here somewhere.
Can you read that one?
Sure.
You're listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. We'll be right back. I have to tell you about one of our community's best resources, Harford's Heart magazine. If you're all about living local, from the stories and events to the businesses that make Harco special, this is your go-to magazine. It's literally Harford County's only truly local lifestyle magazine, connecting you with everything happening right here at home. Each issue is packed with community events, local eats, fun things to do, spotlights on neighborhood businesses, and stories that capture the heartbeat of our county, from Fallston to Havre de Grace and Bel Air to Powellsville. And best of all, you'll find it for free at hundreds of spots all across Harford County, restaurants, shops, libraries, and more. Or read the interactive digital edition anytime online. So support local, stay connected, and keep it local with Harford's Heart magazine. Check them out at HARFORD'S.com.
It's in an anthology called Quilted Reflections. I think
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, I think I can't remember who the publisher is, but here it goes. The Pen, dark, black, and velvet, smoothing my thoughts over paper, white, crisp, and empty, a canvas awaiting your arrival. Love or hate, the choice is yours. Give life sometimes, breathe it into existence. Start a war or end one. You hold such power, do you even know? Signing laws and taking away life, you don't hold back. Your ink is permanent, leaving a mark on this world with words. Bleeding through your victims, the power is unfathomable. Unfathomable.
I love it.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I just enjoyed this book so much. I felt like I really connected.
I really love the hype after every time I read it.
Well, no, because I'm like, yeah. when you said the pen, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
No, but
reading it's like that tells you how powerful.
Yeah,
they always say the pen is mightier
you need
than
to
the
be.
sword.
It is for your words.
That's sort of where I got it from. It's about. I wanted to write something about something that people take like
for granted.
Yeah, a pen, a black pen. It's just a black pen, but it's the pen.
Look at what it can do.
Right.
Yeah.
The power of
wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, so somebody wants an autographed copy.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to get that from Amazon.
No, they're not. But if they reach out to me on Facebook, I actually had an author, Tyler Not Gregson. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar.
He's pretty well known in the poetry community. So I actually sent him a copy. So if he reached out to me on Instagram. So yeah. So Instagram, Facebook, I'll send you a copy.
And when was it published?
August 29th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this
all right, we're recording this. What is today's date?
November 5th.
November 5th. So not that long ago.
No.
And how are sales going so far?
Pretty good. I actually was, I'm part of like Kindle Unlimited, and I ran a promo, and I was number 1 on Amazon for a while.
Nice.
So that was pretty good. And then just being in like the top 100 for like new releases in poetry was just like amazing to me. You know, I was literally like right, me and Tyler Not Gregson actually were toggling, and then I had Ada Limone under me, and then she was above me, and I was like, this is unreal.
Wow.
Like,
that's cool.
Shit just got real.
I was like, this is unreal. Like, I didn't think anyone would buy it. I thought I would just put it out and like, you know, beg my friends to buy it.
Yeah.
Any plans on doing an audio version of it?
I would. I mean, I haven't thought of it. I don't know how that works, but I would do an audio version.
Just like what you're doing here. Basically, I mean, you're just reading it from front to back.
Yeah.
And then either you or you hire somebody to do it, or you get different people to read the poetry.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it could be.
And I could get John to do it in his Slayer voice.
In his Slayer voice, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
sing
pretty good.
it, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Actually, instead of since I couldn't make it into music, I do have on my Apple Music a Heartbreak Chronicles playlist for people who like that, and I put a lot of like songs that I listened to while writing it in there.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
So
anybody can find that? Is it on Spotify?
It's on Apple Music.
Well, what you should do is, because this is basically print to order, right?
Yeah.
So you can go in and make changes at any time.
It's just like a bunch of songs that I listen to.
With print to order, does that mean you can go in and make changes at any time?
No.
I was going to say, because if
you have to resubmit the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you have to, especially on Kindle Direct Publishing.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, because if you could put a QR code in
I know.
to your playlist.
I thought about that, but I meant to bring you one. I have bookmarks and business cards, and they have a QR code, but I forgot to bring it. I know.
Oh, God. Can you believe this?
Next time. All
right, so, we knew, you said the fast car was the hardest one for you to write,
Yeah,
right?
that one was hard, and then another one called Things We Don't Talk About. That one was hard because I wanted to write about losing a child, and
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's called We Don't Talk About It. Sorry, I knew I got the name wrong. And I wanted to talk about what it was like to lose a child. And while I had not been through that myself, I know a lot of people who have. So I really had to tap into their emotions, their feelings. And that was hard for me to write, and I wanted to do it justice, you know? So that's another like.
So this
2-pager.
isn't just about you. It's just like
some things
are that
of
everybody's
but
heart breaks over.
I wouldn't say works of fiction because people have gone through it, like the Good Husband or Good Brother one. That one, you know, I've never been married, so I, you know, have not lost a husband, let alone a husband that cheated on me. So
right. Well, I mean, but again, you can imagine.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So I wanted to do those types of things justice while writing.
Yeah.
So those were sort of
And so it's not completely autobiographical.
not all
That's
the
not
way,
a word.
no.
Autobiographical.
Most of them are. I'd say 90. Is that even a
If
word?
you said it, it's a word.
I'd say 99% of them are.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of the feel that I got from
Yeah.
it. So,
What was your favorite one to write?
The last one in the book.
which is short.
It's called Hour.
Oh, okay. I thought the very last one.
Hour as HOUR.
Oh, okay. Hour.
HOUR. Yep. It's called Hour, and that was the one that that when I wrote that one, I was like, okay, this is going to be the last poem of the book. Like, this ties it all up. I mean, I can read it if you want.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in a poetry reading, and this is just
It's a lot of fun.
Cool. It is. I love it. I love it.
Okay, Hour. This is the hour of poets and writers, insomniacs and seekers of power. The rest of the world cuddling up with the cousin of death. Not us. We're thriving and doing our best. Work with our hands, seeping through our fingertips like some kind of quicksand. Don't think so fast. There's no rush at this time. Your madness can last till the sun comes back alive and there's no more wine left. You might even spill your glass on the paper you chose to forfeit. You might have 10 minutes of rest and wake up refreshed. By now at 6 a.m., the town is just getting started. The smell of coffee fills the city air as you rise again and act normally, like you weren't just staring out the window of your cold apartment at 3 a.m. in the hour of writers and poets. We aren't scared of the dark, we love it. Show yourself in the morning, no sign of defeat. We're exhausted, but we stay quick on our feet. Life gives us inspiration for the words we speak. So get your morning coffee, go to work, live. But I'll meet you here again at 3 a.m., the hour of poets and writers. I'll bring the wine, you bring the pen.
I love that. I love it, love it, love it. No, I'm serious. Like, this is so beautiful. And I feel like anybody who likes to write, like, even though, like, I'm not, like, a superb writer, like, I just can totally connect with it.
Thank you so much.
I want to ask you something about the dedication in the book.
Okay.
Explain that. It reminds me of a country song.
So,
go ahead and tell everybody what the dedication
is for all the boys I ever loved. Thank you. Because they know when they read this book, if they read this book, which I'm sure they will.
She's sure they will.
they know which poems are about them. And I wouldn't have those poems if it weren't for them.
So you had a little Swifty thing in there in the back of your head when you wrote that, right?
Well, I just wanted to be a little petty.
I love it, though. Because, I mean, think about it. If you didn't go through all that shit, this book wouldn't be here.
That's why it's there, you know?
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer, if you know me, that I love purpose behind the pain.
Yeah. Can't name names,
pain
but
behind
they know.
the purpose. I guess it can go either way.
So what's the next big thing for Laura?
Might be another book soon. I don't know.
Another poetry book?
Maybe. I might go crazy and write a fantasy novel. I've been really dabbling with that idea in my head. Like, really into, like, vampires. Like, I don't know.
Is it because Halloween just
I think
passed?
so. I was a vampire for Halloween.
Oh, okay. I'm into witches.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I was like, maybe I should just write a fantasy
It's
novel.
just very, you know. What?
Nothing.
I
What's
love
in
it
right now?
I know. I've like, you know, just but there's like the green witch and the head witch and like
all of them.
yeah,
Okay.
like that's we don't even need to go into that. You need to find somebody who can talk about witches, and I'll come on.
It's
for
like
that,
when
'cause
you
I
get
love
into
that.
like vampires. Like, there's so much about vampires I could go on, but
Well, no, the Salem witch trials and the reasoning, you know, behind why they. I just read something. The Witches of Pennsylvania is a book, and the William Penn did not play into the witch myth at that time, and so when people will come and try to accuse them, he was like, you know what? There's no laws against riding a broom, because they would literally say, you know, like this person did this or that or whatever, and so that's why there wasn't the witch trials in Pennsylvania, because he was not going to feed into that, but I find it fascinating because it is history as well.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That could be a book for next Halloween.
yeah.
A book on poetry about witches, warlocks.
Well, I just read The Witch's Daughter, so that's why I think it's like kind of like in my head
The
too.
Vampire Diaries was big when I was in high school, so that's just always like in my head.
Right.
With poetry, is there? I mean, I remember years ago, you could go to coffee shops. They would always have people there, you know, staying up on stage.
Yeah, I think they
readings.
still have those. I need to look into them. I would love to do that.
There is one in Pennsylvania. It's a poetry society, and there's probably one in every county, every town. You just have to
It's
look
just
for
hard because
them.
a lot of times they're at night, and like I have my kids, like
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So, how many other local poets do you know?
Poets?
Yeah. Not many.
I don't know any local poets.
I'm coming up with a crazy idea.
I'm the only person I know that writes poetry.
All right. Then, how many songwriters, local songwriters, do you know? Because that could be that's technically poetry
I
too.
know a songwriter. Her name is also Laura.
Okay.
Her name is Laura Kim, and I have worked with her with a poem that I wrote that I really, when I was writing it, I was like, this is a song. This isn't a poem. This is a song. And she is so talented. And so I sort of have given that to her. I'm not sure what she has done with it yet, but I think we're going to find out soon. So She also has like a coaching business, which is really cool.
Right.
Because coaching is like different than therapy, and I find it really cool. So she's super talented too, but she writes songs, and I think that's pretty awesome.
And the reason I asked is because we started doing once a month now. We do live podcast recordings, not broadcast live recordings.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, it's like, how awesome would that be to have a couple poets on and actually do live readings?
Yeah.
And then, after each reading, talk about what it meant to each person.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like it.
I like it too.
I mean,
Well, I like it because we're basically doing that right now, and
but she told us what it meant, and I did. You
Well-
didn't respond to what it meant to you.
No, but when I asked her to read the ones that I had tabbed, like I had
all you keep thinking about is Slayer.
Which one was your favorite, Wendy?
Oh,
I don't know if I had a favorite right at this moment, but they were the ones that I actually like tabbed because I really did like. I liked Haze, and I liked 16.
Which one is? 16.
Yeah, I liked that one too because that's actually what sucked me in. Well, no, the girl with the knife too. Like honestly, in the very beginning, these two sucked me in, and I was like, wow, this is really good. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to start reading today.
What?
Her book.
Well, you'll have to let me know which one is your favorite. I think when I was talking with Jim Hurdle, he liked The Poet. That was his favorite one. He read it.
And what's your favorite?
My favorite one is the last one.
The last one.
The pen. The hour.
The hour.
Oh, the hour. Yeah.
Yeah, The Poet is one that
The
Jim
pen was
Hurdle-
awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
The pen.
That was yes.
I
That
think
one
it's
was a
hard
lot
to
of
pick
fun,
a
too.
favorite. I think it's hard to pick a favorite, to be honest.
Yeah.
So somebody just gave you an idea. Do you think you could write a poem about it?
I could do anything you wanted.
Listen to her.
I could. I don't know if that sounds cocky, but I think I
No,
could.
it's awesome. I love it. I love that.
That's confidence. I like that.
I've always said I'm like I can do anything that anybody needs me to do. You just have to tell me what you want me to do. Even at my work, I've been cross-trained in every single department in my work, and I am confident enough to say that if someone in like programming wasn't in programming, I could step in and do that. If someone in management wasn't in that day, I could step in and do that. If they needed the front desk to be run, I can do that. If they need someone in nursing to be run, I could do that. If they need someone to go do personal care, I can do that.
Well, and I think that kind of says a lot about you. And even when you took that poem that wasn't necessarily about you, you can absorb the information and kind of do it.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
like
a
that.
Pisces, we just take it all in.
February.
March 15th. Yeah.
2 days before the best holiday in the world.
I know, right?
Well, second best holiday.
I know. And my best friend's birthday is actually March 17th. So we have a lot of fun that weekend.
Well, it was wonderful meeting you.
I'm giving her a mission now.
Okay.
Because I
Let me write it down so I don't forget.
just hearing what you read just has me hooked already. And since I'm a big poetry fan, and I think it's something that's missing, because for some reason I don't understand why publishers don't like to put more poetry books out there, I'm giving you a mission to make poetry cool again.
Oh, I'm trying my best.
And I mean, you did a good start, because the Heartbreak Chronicles, it's like you said, it's almost like in chronological order. It's telling a story. Mm-hmm. And at first, when I was joking about the Halloween poems, but that could be a thing, because that's on it. It's a niche.
I did market it a lot, like Halloween-wise, like when I was just making like posts on Facebook.
Right.
I would put I don't know if you have me on Facebook. Oh, it's not going to load because I don't have internet.
No.
But I would put like ghosts don't scare her, but heartbreak did. Like I put like stuff like that, which that was a lot of fun to do.
You could work. You said Hope wrote a children's book, right?
Oh, I put ghosts don't keep her up at night. Heartbreak did.
Aw.
Hope White, was it Hope White that did the
Oh
thing?
yeah, she illustrated it. Yes,
But you said she also wrote a children's
she
book.
did. It's called The Mouse and the Garden. and it's really cute.
I think if you, in all honesty, get with her and work on a children's book of poetry, of poems for children.
I think she could probably do it herself. She's so talented.
Oh, she writes poetry?
I think she could if she wanted to.
Oh, okay.
She's
There's just so
talented.
many different things that you could write poems about and saturate the market, and people would want to start reading again. Even Santa Claus. I mean, just Christmas time alone, you could write poems about me.
Trying to find about
I mean, about Santa Claus.
Right.
We could write poems about Santa Claus. There's tons of poems about Santa Claus already.
Yeah, and kids would read it. I think they would love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because you got to get
Well, the parents would read it to the kids.
Well, which is good too. But if you get kids interested in poetry, that's going to bring poetry back.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, there are a lot of adults. There are a lot of adults. How many men do you know that would even admit that they like to read poetry?
I don't know any men that would like to admit that they can read. So, I mean, there's that.
I mean, there's a lot of adults. You go into somebody's house, look and see how many books you see about poetry.
None. Oh, here's the Dead Dad Club journal that she has.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, is there anything you would like to add before Wendy asks you a question that she's not going to know what the question is? Or you want me? Oh, I don't even know if you can read them.
I don't have anything to add. I'm just excited to be here.
Aw. No, it's been a pleasure. I love it. I think this has been really cool.
Yeah.
And when I saw Rich in September for the Rage Against Addiction bingo, one of the first, is that when you gave me the book? Oh, okay. But then I think I mentioned to you afterwards, I asked you if you read it.
Yeah.
And what was my reaction?
Probably like, why not?
No, it was like how awesome it was.
No. Well, I gave you the book at the bingo.
Right.
And then, it was, I think, when we did the live recording for the 750th episode.
Okay.
You asked me that. And I was like, oh, no, I haven't read it.
And I said, you need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I love all the hype you guys are giving me.
Yay.
Well, you sold me on the book. That's the whole idea.
Right.
Because I've seen authors go on podcasts and the author doesn't even get like 2 words in because the host, if they read the book, basically gave the book away. The last thing you want to do is give a book away because then people won't buy it. You already told them the story.
Well, I just read 3 poems.
Yeah, but
but they were good poems, and now people should be interested and want to buy the book. And speaking of which, when you purchase the book, The Heartbreak Chronicles by Laura Dilworth, after you read it, make sure you leave a full review on Goodreads, Amazon, and don't pass the book on to somebody else. Purchase the book for other people. As a matter of fact, I would say even, where do a lot of people go for heartbreak?
The bar. That's what I was thinking.
All right, maybe that was the wrong
the gym.
question.
I don't
Maybe that was the
know.
wrong
Like the
question.
bar.
Okay. I would say, all right, leave a copy in like a doctor's office or whatever.
I see
leave
what
it
you're
at
saying.
the bar.
Copies at the bar.
Or no, I'm just saying. I didn't know what you meant.
I didn't know either.
That's cry in there.
Me and her were on the same wavelength.
Okay, never mind. All right, so Laura, pick a number between 1 and 100.
15.
Why 15?
Because that's when my birthday is.
Ooh, damn.
Have you? I don't remember
You know
doing
what?
this before.
No, I've been doing it with the ones I've been recording with virtually.
Okay.
And I started bringing them in with me now.
Okay.
So this is good. So Laura told us her story before we even recorded. She did not talk about her story on this episode because we want her to come back for another episode. But this is a good question. What does true courage look like to you?
Oh, true courage. I think that would be doing something even if you're afraid of how it might pan out. You know, you should do it scared, do it broke, do it alone, just do it. Just, have the courage to write the book, to publish the book, to not only that, but even in your everyday life, if it's something that, if something's going on that you don't stand for, you should have the courage to stand up against it,
Yeah.
That's just courage, doing something even if you're scared.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Wendy?
No, I just buy the book and, like you said, leave a review and all that jazz.
I want to thank you so much. Those of you listening, I want to thank you for listening to Conversations with Wendy.
And thank you for all the
next
hype.
thing you know.
I said thank you for all the hype. I love that you read it and that you love it. That's like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's going to go straight to my head.
It's okay.
But it's good.
It is good. I like it.
The ones you've read to me are good. And you, like I said, you got me hooked. I'm ready to go home and read this.
Well, thank you so much for saying
after
that.
my next recording.
Yeah.
And after the meeting. Well, see, that's the one good thing about poetry, too.
Well, that's what I liked.
It's not chapters. You can read.
You just pick it
do
up
it
and
at
read
your own
it.
pace.
Yeah. But what I also love about it, like you say, you want to read it in order.
I mean, you
can.
That's
It's
the
not
way I did it,
necessarily.
but you don't
No,
have
but I
to.
like
But
it
you don't
better
have
that
to.
way.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but I like it better that way. I think it just makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like an
Laura.
album, like music, you know. Sometimes you can
Yes.
listen to it in order, but you don't have to. You know?
I gotta get y'all more podcasts. Laura, thanks a lot.
Thank you. It was nice
thank
meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.
Thank you for listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something from it as I did. If you'd like to hear more conversations like this, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love it if you could leave a review. It helps us reach more listeners and share more incredible stories. Don't forget to connect with us on social media or visit our website at conversationswithrichbennett.com for updates, giveaways, and more. Until next time, take care, be kind, and keep the conversations going. You know, it takes a lot to put a podcast together, and my sponsors help out a lot, but I also have some supporters that actually help me when it comes to the editing software, the hosting, and so forth. There's a lot that goes into putting this together. So I want to thank them. And if you can, please visit their websites, visit their businesses, support them however you can. So please visit the following. Full Circle Boards. Nobody does charcuterie like Full Circle Boards. Visit them at fullcircleboards.com. Sincerely Sawyer Photography. Live in the moment. They'll capture it. Visit them at sincerelysawyer.com. The Joppatown Lions Club, serving the community since 1965. Visit them at joppatownlionsclub.org. And don't forget the E at the end of Joppatown because they're extraordinary.